Hi folks, right, it's that time to get rid of blanket weed. It's been a vein in my life, this stuff has. We did the PP treatment, left it a little while, said I was going to give the fish a break from all treatments, which I have done now. But the only thing is I went into the filter system last night and found that the water level in the filter system was different to the water level in the pond. So what I mean is that I'm at the moment trickle feeding in just to try to get my nitrite level down again. It did come up after a couple of days. I've started doing more feed for the fish. So yeah, so I looked in the filter, doing a normal sort of a inspection, clean, and found that the water level was different in there than it was in the pond. So reason being, I thought, well, why is that? Because the system should be level. So I had a look in the pond, and what I found was that the blanket weed growing on the sides has grown down onto the bottom and then been sucked into the middle drain and was basically clogging up the middle drain. So it couldn't draw water out quick enough. I was still putting it in through the drip feed, but it couldn't draw it out to put it into the filter. So I was like, oh right, I get you. I need to start dealing with this. So I managed to get it all out of the bottom drain without having to get in, which was nice. So got all that out of the middle drain, binned all that, and now my intention today is to manually get as much of this stuff out as I can, because it's only going to die and go into the filter system anyway, which is what I want to try to avoid, as much of it in the filter system as possible. Anyway, I'm going to get some measured out. I'm going to pull as much of this stuff out manually as I can with my stick, and then we'll go from there and get it sorted. Okay, so this is it. So this is the product we're going to use to get rid of the blanket weed. Cloverleaf Blanket Answer. Picked this up from Penkoi, from Steve, £17.50. Treats up 10,000 gallons, and put it into the watering can and then evenly spread it. Now the thing is with this stuff is it has been known to clog up systems like filter systems and whatnot, because it's like a gloopy powder when it goes in. So I'm going to try to isolate my filter system and not run that for a few hours. So I'm going to still keep the air on because I need to keep putting air in the pond, but I'm going to try to isolate the filter system to get the least amount of this stuff going into the filter system, because otherwise I'm going to be digging this out of there. I'm sure years ago I'd seen somewhere where somebody had these horrible full filters afterwards. So yeah, so I'm going to measure this out and then get it in the pond, get the filters turned off, get them isolated from the pond, and then see how it goes in. Okay, got the measured amount in the watering can now. So I'm going to mix it up with some pond water, give it a really good stir with the old stick, and get it put in. So got to make sure it's all mixed in so that there's probably be bits at the end, so I'll just get rid of them afterwards. I think what I'm going to try to do is, I've got one of those GoPro video cameras, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some footage inside the pond, sort of one end to the other, so we can see the blanket weed, and then after the treatment do the same run and see how good it's done, so we can see if I'm actually inside the pond. Right, wow, that's weird. Complete whiteout. Even the aquarium is like a big block of like a bluey whitey greeny white stuff. Wow. So okay, that's done. With me isolating the filters, I've got nothing in the filters at the moment. That's shut off with the valve, so nothing's happening with the filters at the moment. I've just got the air, kept the air on, so the air's still on. These need to clean anyway, so if we do get any in, then such is life. They need to clean anyway. So right, so there you go, it's in. It's going to be 2 more days before I'll have a result on this, so I'll do the next filming in a couple of days. Okay, I'm not going to leave my filters off for too long, only until this stuff has settled a little bit and the sediment's sort of settled, and then I'll flick them back on. If it doesn't settle for quick enough, then I shall have to stick it on the chin and not open up the filters again, because I don't keep leaving them off for too long. So anyway, let's go from there. Hi folks, quick update on how we're doing with the blanket weed. But anyway, this is day 7 now. No, day 8. Sorry, this is day 8. Now on day 6, I came back to the pond. It almost cleared itself from the product I'd put in, but I can still see a lot of the algae or whatever it is down on the sides. The string algae is floating around, and quite long and getting stuck everywhere. Fish sleeping in it, and so I decided to do a second dose on day 6. And as you can see behind me, the water is still a bit murky. This is a couple of days after the product went in, so it doesn't look like it's touching it, to be honest. A bit of a weird one, this. So I'm going in to see Steve at Pencoy on Saturday and see what he thinks. But yeah, I'll just see if I can show you. I'll see if I can just turn the video around and just show you quickly what it looks like at the moment. So I'm hoping you can see that, because it's like I say, it's still there and it's still growing on the sides all the way along, and it's even up by the window now. The fish are kind of swimming through it now. It's not bothering them, obviously, but hello. So yeah, as you can see, it's still growing quite a bit. I'm going to give it another 2-3 days. Okay, so yeah, the story goes on with the blanket weed. It'll be weekend in the next couple of days, so I'm going to pop in and see Steve at Pencoy and get some of his valuable knowledge, and then move forward from that. Okay, so anyway, well, I'll just keep updating this video as the days go on and we start seeing improvements, hopefully, with this string weed, blanket weed, whatever you want to call it, weed. Okay. Hi folks, welcome back. I want to do an update on the blanket weed situation we did with the cloverleaf stuff. I wasn't over happy with it last time, and I was sort of a bit gutted that it hadn't worked at the point. So we're going to do, I'm going to run the GoPro through again, because I'm just over 2 weeks now, sort of 13-14 days now, and I'm going to run the GoPro again into the pond to the other end and back, and see what it is. So this is the first time it run through. Okay, so that was the first time we did it, loads of it. This is the second time, and this is today, day, like say, 14, 15, so this is now. Okay, so there you have it. Basically, it's started to work. We've got a lot of it now in the filters. Experience of using this clover stuff. I wouldn't use a second dose straight away like I did after day 6-7. There was no need. The big thing I was missing out on was my patience. If I'd have been a little bit more patient, waited a little bit longer, then I would have been able to see a results from now. I don't think it needed that second dose. I've just basically wasted half of it that I could have left for another time. Maybe second dose this over the next few weeks to see how this goes. If you like it, please click the thumbs. If you want to subscribe, by all means, click the subscribe. I'll put up here somewhere the video of how we covered the filter system, because I put this quite nice wooden cover over it, so I'll put somewhere here or there as a link of how we did the covering bit, and then away we go from there. So I'm still waffling. I'll let you get on with the next video.